The Nungi Pass is named after the mountain of the same name which forms the western portal of the Umzimvubu River Valley. The pass traverses tribal trustland and connects Cedarville in the north with Mount Freer in the south. It's of above average length at 8.7 kilometers and packs 39 sharp bends, corners and curves into its length and displays an altitude variance of 335 meters with a classic high center point profile. The smaller Kalonenek Pass, further to the south, lies on the same road, the P605, so these two passes will always be driven in tandem. The steepest gradients are at 1 in 7, which might present traction issues in wet weather for non-four-wheel drive vehicles. The pass has recently undergone a major upgrade, which includes excavating cuttings to reduce the number of blind rises and corners and ease some of the steeper gradients, as well as a substantial improvement to the road width and surface. As is the general rule in this part of the Eastern Cape, most of the area is unfenced, so finding livestock on the road is the norm. Add in slow vehicles, minibus taxis, rutted, potholed and corrugated roads, and you have a recipe for having to stay wide awake on this pass. We recommend driving this road in a small convoy of 2 to 3 vehicles in case of an emergency. Be aware of your personal safety at all times and make sure you leave the nearest town with full tanks and that your vehicle is serviced and reliable. To approach this pass from the north as we've produced it, head east out of Cedarville on the tarred R56 route and take the first gravel road to the right and drive southwards on this road for 14 kilometers, ignoring all side roads until you arrive at the northern end of the pass at the Melkfontein Farm. This is a high altitude pass and snowfalls do occur here in winter. No gravel pass should be attempted in a non-four-wheel drive vehicle in heavy snow conditions. And even in four-wheel drive vehicles, these are often lured into a false sense of security, believing their vehicles can cope with snow, but in heavy snow you will need to fit snow chains to your tires. So if you don't have a set and you know how to fit them, rather come back another day. The southern Drakensberg Mountains form a backdrop to this beautiful area, and it's the gateway to 3 major mountain passes into neighboring Lesotho. The dominant mountain, which is the Cedarberg Mountain, towers 2,000 meters above the village of Cedarville, and the rolling green grasslands peppered with hills and dams create an overwhelming feeling of peace and tranquility. These are also the headwaters of the Umzimvubu River as it snakes its way over the plains, providing great opportunities for carp fishing and canoeing. There are also a number of hiking trails, mountain huts and 4x4 routes in the area, as well as well-stocked trout dams and prolific wildlife. The nearby Mount Currie Nature Reserve is definitely worth a visit, where the more energetic can climb to the top of the mountain to appreciate the magnificent views. The nearby town of Matatiele is a medium-sized town serving the farming and trading communities of East Griqualand in the foothills of the western Drakensberg. The name Matatiele is clearly a Sotho word based on the Sotho phrase Matata Ele, meaning the ducks have gone. The common informal name for the town in any of the languages mentioned, including English, is simply Matat. Those who are born there call it Sweet Matat. Evidence of Stone Age inhabitants in the form of art adorning rocks are found throughout the area. In the early 1860s, the Griquas settled here after migrating across the Drakensberg from Philippolis. The town was once the center of cattle rustling and gun running, and order was only restored in 1874 by the Cape Mounted Riflemen. The town became a municipality in 1904. It was part of the Cape Province until being transferred to Natal in 1978. In 2005, the municipality was moved from Natal to the Eastern Cape. Once over the summit, you'll be presented with an amazing view out over a wide valley, which is the Mvenyana River Valley. Villages and colorful thatched huts dot the slopes lower down the mountain, with the river meandering in a convoluted pattern towards the south, where it forms a confluence with the Mkamani River, and that one in turn joins the Umzimvubu River another few kilometers further south. Be sure to watch part 2 of the Nungi Pass, which covers the southern descent in its entirety.